Hello everyone, welcome back to Dugout Daily. I'm Charlie and today we have another video. This time we are previewing our third and final pre-season match as we aim to continue a successful start to pre-season where Manchester City, meet Atletico Madrid at Seoul's World Cup Stadium on Sunday. Before we get going, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Dugout Daily, the football channel, hit the Apex the F1 channel and at MCFC Hibs on Twitter. We'll get going then. The European champions and treble winners have beaten both opponents. We have beaten both opponents on our Asian tour so far, while Atletico Madrid lost to the K-League All-Stars earlier this week. Having secured victories over Yokohama Marinos and Bayern Munich in our first two friendlies of the summer, Manchester City will now seek to finish our trip to Asia by posting a clean sweep of 3 wins from 3. Just days after coming out on top in an 8-goal thriller against Yokohama in Tokyo, City were back in action on Wednesday, tackling one of the clubs we swept past en route to the Champions League trophy last season. Though James McAtee saw his first half opener cancelled out in the 81st minute by Bayern Munich's French forward Mathys Tel, a player reportedly bound for an Etihad exit, produced the English side's late winner as Aymeric Laporte struck with less than 5 minutes left. Before taking on last season's Premier League runners-up Arsenal in the Community Shield next weekend, City must now wrap up our visit to Japan and South Korea against Atletico Madrid ahead of a short block of training at home in Manchester. The treble winners' top-flight opener then comes at Turf Moor, where club legend Vincent Kompany will be plotting his old team's downfall as Burnley boss. His mentor Pep Guardiola will also be aiming to add the UEFA Super Cup to a bulging trophy cabinet next month, though his well-oiled City machine may be short of their best to begin with, given the late return to training after June's night of glory in Istanbul. While Manchester City have been relatively quiet in the transfer market so far this summer, with ex-Real Madrid man Mateo Kovacic, the headline arrival, Riyad Mahrez and Ilkay Gundogan both departing, Sunday's opponents are busy reshaping their squad for the season ahead. Javi Galán, Kagla Soyuncu and Cesar Azpilicueta all arrived at the beginning of July, while Antoine Griezmann's loan deal was made permanent and João Felix returned from his loan spell at Chelsea. There could be more to follow as Los Colchoneros seek to improve on a 22-23 campaign which saw them finish a distant third in La Liga and falter in Europe, although Diego Simeone cast aside doubts over his future to lead them through a more convincing second half of the season. Ahead of Atletico's first competitive game of 23-24 season against Granada on August the 14th, they will play 2 more warm-up matches against Real Sociedad and Sevilla after taking on the European champions in Seoul and the treble winners, of course. The first fixture of their jaunt to South Korea ended in an unsatisfactory fashion as the K-League All-Stars squad stole victory from the jaws of defeat in Thursday's friendly. With stoppage time approaching, Atletico led 2-1 through goals from Thomas Lemar and Carlos Martin, yet they still contrived to lose 3-2. Such sloppiness did not go down well with Simeone, who demands every ounce of effort and concentration from his charges, no matter what the occasion. So an immediate response will be required this weekend. So Atletico Madrid's friendly form is 1 loss out of 1, and their form in all competitions is loss, win, draw, loss. Manchester City have won both their friendlies so far this pre-season, and our form in all competitions is draw, loss, win, 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 win. Pep Guardiola's stated priority for Manchester City's pre-season tour is to escape without injuries, and so far the treble winners have managed to avoid any major concerns while in Asia. Belgian playmaker Kevin De Bruyne is also back in contention, having completed his recovery from a hamstring tear sustained during the Champions League final. Heavily linked with a switch to Wednesday's opponents Bayern Munich this summer, Kyle Walker has started as captain in both games so far and should do so again on Sunday, although versatile teenager Rico Lewis offers Guardiola an alternative. Fellow young guns Maximo Perrone and James McAtee have also featured over the past week, and the latter may be given another chance to impress after scoring the opening goal against Bayern. City's midfield fulcrum Rodri will hope to start against his former club, who are without two integral defenders again this weekend. South American duo Nahuel Molina with a calf injury and Jose Maria Jimenez with a shin injury have been forced to miss Atletico Madrid's pre-season tour, and both are likely to be unavailable for several weeks. On Thursday, Axel Witsel started at centre-back in the absence of Jimenez, but summer signing Santiago Marino and Kaglar Soyuncu could be called up on this occasion. Meanwhile, as speculation about a switch to Serie A rumbles on, Alvaro Morata is set to start up front. So the predicted teams then, starting with Manchester City, we've gone with Ederson in goal, a back four of Walker, Akanji, Laporte and Ake, with Rodri and Kovacic in midfield, Silva, Foden and Grealish behind Haaland in attack. And the predicted team for Atletico Madrid is Gerbic in goal, a back four of Azpilicueta, Savic, Soyuncu and Galan, with Saúl, De Paul, Koke and Lino in midfield, Griezmann and Morata up top. Although they have every right to be a little rusty following an epic end to last season and a late return to training, Manchester City have already racked up 7 goals on their Asian tour and can add more to that tally on Sunday. Atletico's defence may boast experience but could be vulnerable to City's combination of power and pace, so they are set to taste defeat once again. So I've gone for Manchester City 2, Atletico Madrid 0. So that is it for this video then. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Dugout Daily, the football channel. Hit the Apex F1 channel and at MCFC Hips on Twitter. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching and we'll speak to you all soon. Take care and goodbye.